Isn't it amazing how many, like, when you start closing apps, you're like, man, I get on this thing a lot.
Oh,
Your name is I was trying to find the number of the guy that came over to my apartment on Monday. He got his light bulb back, LOL. Be like, dude, yeah, that was me. Wait, he got his light bulb back? What does that mean? Wait,
I think, got his light bulb back.
But what does that mean? Is that like a
Nobody
euphemism?
knows what it means.
Is that a
but
euphemism?
It's
Or did
Gets the people going.
he came to the apartment and got his light bulb back?
I don't know. They're from Canton.
Be like, haha, yeah, that was me. And then send a light bulb emoji. Just do it, dude. And then laughy emoji.
He doesn't have iPhone, though.
He can still get
But,
emojis.
I guess, yeah, it'll just...
What do you think is happening?
That's true. It'll translate to the weird ones.
All right, do it.
See what happens. Guess we should explain. Got a message. Hey, is this And so I did. No, this is Patrick. Oh, I should probably not do that. His number's on there.
I mean, you could blur it out.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how, but I could try.
I feel like you're pretty proficient.
Yeah, I'm good at YouTubing things.
Apparently not.
But
I'm not. I've been here for 30 seconds and I'm already seeing the behind the scenes of Thirsty Thursday, and it's a lot less slick than I thought.
Oh no!
So we're just like,
this takes a little second.
Man, I'm like, no wonder these always come out on Mondays.
All right.
In fact, I think of all the Thirsty Thursdays, there's only been 2 that were like
actually on a Thursday.
At this point, you should call it Thirsty Thursday, but the only day of the week you release it is not like never Thursday. It's always like another day.
Well, there's a YouTuber, Peter McKinnon. He's really big in like the photography world, and he does a thing called 2-Minute Tuesdays, and they're never 2 minutes. Like
nice.
He puts a timer on there, and they're usually like 5 to 10 minutes. So I don't know, it could be my little thing, you know.
I think at this point it is your thing, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
So.
Let's
let's
roll that intro. What up? It's your boy, Adam Robb. This is Thirsty Thursdays, and we're joined today with the legendary Ethan Amerine. Ethan, what's going on?
Oh, just got off work, headed over to have a little Thirsty Thursday situation. Yeah. Gonna talk it up.
Let's do it.
Gonna grill it up later.
Ooh.
I'm pretty excited.
We're grilling some baby back ribs. We got some Jack Daniel's barbecue sauce. We got some shish kebabs. We got like some shrimp.
Do we have shish kebabs?
Yeah, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I showed you the shrimp.
Oh, we're putting those on shish kebabs.
Oh yeah, shrimp kebabs.
I'm excited.
That's a really hard word to say with braces.
I think everything's hard for you to say with braces.
I got a video idea that I'm working on where it's all the words that are really hard to say, and I've been keeping a running tally. So Ethan was the guy that showed me the lovely Four Roses. We had I had my first tasting.
Yeah, I got you some as a gift for your wedding.
That's true. The bottle's over there.
It's behind there. It's very hidden to where the only one that would ever know was there was you.
Yeah,
I like
and now
that.
you do.
And
now the audience, but they can't see.
Secrets.
But
keep it secret.
I got this one.
Keep it safe.
Ooh, keep it. I got a text from that guy. But let's get this going.
You got me on the hook.
Frosty. They're no longer frosty, but
I thought of that. But you should get a little mini fridge like right there.
That would be great. I had one, but it didn't work. So
get another one that does work. I'm just saying it would be like if you're gonna do this show.
Might as well.
I'm you know me. Let me just say this: like this is the Thirsty Thursday tangent edition.
Oh, dude, this might be a 20-minute episode.
I go on.
This is probably gonna come out next Tuesday.
But you might. I mean, this will come out in 2021.
2021, yeah.
Once we figure out COVID.
Coronavirus is like a thing of the past. But
I hope so.
You never know.
Man.
Wishing upon a star. I got this one at the Four Roses. Actually, I think I had a drink of this.
10 minutes ago?
Yeah. No, but
actually, now I think about it, I think I had some of this like just before
this.
Yeah. It was full. That's hard to say with braces.
But this is from
I'll let you finish.
Okay. Thanks, Kanye. Anyways, so this is actually from the Four Roses distillery, and I got these Four Roses cups.
Got those little roses on the bottom.
Oh yeah.
Can you see it? It'll focus. It's not gonna focus.
Oh.
It's still not working.
You might have it too close.
Don't touch it again. Touch it.
There it goes. Oh, the box is around it.
Sucks. I hate it.
All right, so I thought we'd do a little bit of this, and then we get into the beer of the week. All right, you ready?
Did you know that, dude? Sorry. I'm gonna say it now,
okay,
but then later. Today, August 6th, is National IPA Day.
Dude,
little teaser. Like, you didn't even know that, did you? This is like the time
I almost got a stout. But I didn't.
Listen. Did I ever tell you? Okay, should I tell you a story now, or like should we?
We can do
pour this,
let's
and
pour
I'll
this.
tell you. I would tell the story.
Well, we're sipping. All right, so we got that Ford bourbon.
I get so excited. Like, that is so fitting.
I'm so excited. I think that'll be enough for me. Oh, buddy. There we go. All right, you ready, bro?
I'm ready.
This is aged like since like December, I think.
Since like 10 minutes ago. It's very smooth.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But not too smooth. I think a lot of people, when they talk about bourbon or whiskey or something, or just alcohol in general, a lot of people have this mindset of like, there's no bite. It doesn't even taste like you're drinking alcohol. And I'm like, there's a point to it, though.
Yeah.
Like, it's nice to feel like you're drinking alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a lot of people, like, it's like, you just get drunk really easily. I'm like, which is fine.
Yeah. The thing I've never
Sometimes
understood...
you want a little bite.
Like, you know, there's like the kind of person that enjoys like a good craft beer or like a good bourbon, but then there are people that like drink just like a ton of like Coors. Mm-hmm. I don't know, not hating
like a 12-pack.
Yeah, not hating about the Coors, but I
some call them bros.
Briz.
Can you put like a definition?
Bruh.
Bruh. Like the Urban Dictionary.
Bruh.
We'll see what happens. I've never really done this. I'm not a YouTuber.
Oh yeah. I mean, you just point. Sometimes I forget what side I'm supposed to point.
All right, here's going to be a picture of the Eiffel Tower. Here's a picture of Jesus Christ on the cross.
My Lord and Savior died on Christmas Day, or
born on Christmas Day. Died on Good Friday.
Yeah.
He was born on Christmas Day. He died on Good Friday. He was rose again on Easter. My Lord and Savior, born on Christmas Day.
Amen. Where'd you get that from? Because I say that a lot now.
I worked at a coffee shop in the mall called Carpe Diem.
Oh,
They're still downtown, but the mall location was closed immediately when a large mermaided company came in.
The siren.
But there's like most of the regulars at the mall, like people that worked at the mall, and this guy would come a lot. And he came up one day and he was like, hey, how much is this frappe? And I was like, $5 something outrageous. And he was just like, Jesus Christ. And without even thinking about it, I was just like, my Lord and Savior, born on Christmas Day. With like a southern accent and everything. Just looked at him right in the face. Like, Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, born on Christmas Day. And he just kind of looked at me like, I'll have a coffee. And ever since then, I say that a lot. So, all right, I got to tell. All right, today is National IPA Day. Spoiler alert, we're drinking an IPA later.
Yeah.
But I have this story that this made me think of. It might be good. We might cut it completely. We might be like, here's the story, and then it just cuts.
So, you never know.
One day I came home from work, and I was like, I'm going to make myself a grilled cheese sandwich. I had not had a grilled cheese sandwich in a very long time, and I maybe have not had one since. Like, I love grilled cheese. I just don't eat them a lot.
I eat them.
Does that make sense?
Pretty often.
There's a lot of food that I love that I'd never eat. Grilled cheese, cereal, chips of any kind, except for tortillas. I could talk to you all day about my favorite cereal brands and my favorite chips, but I don't eat them.
Okay.
I feel the same way about grilled cheese. You can cut a lot of this out, or none of it. One of the two. So anyway, I eat a grilled cheese, and then so I was playing bass at Real Grey Studios for this album.
Yeah.
I was just playing bass on it. So I ate my grilled cheese sandwich, went over there to play the bass, and I get there, and John King is there, who is a good Canton staple.
He is,
and at the time.
He
still is a.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say he's even more so of a Kins.
Yeah.
All right. So I get there. John King's there. I'm like, "What's up, John King?" And he's like one of these guys. Like, we're not like close, but we know each other and we're acquaintances, and I think we enjoy each other's presence. We have good conversations. So anyway, I'm like, he was like finishing up recording with his band, and I was coming in, and we were talking, and I was like, oh, I missed a part. So I'm driving to the studio, and I'm thinking to myself, I used to live in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And I've always thought that they need to use walkie-talkie as some kind of a shirt or a coffee shop or a record store, something like that. I was just thinking about it on the way. You know, you just think about random stuff? That's what I was thinking about on the way to the studio. So I ate my grilled cheese sandwich. I drive to the studio. I'm thinking about walkie-talkie as a brand name, basically. Yeah. I get there. John King's there, finishing up with his band. I'm like, how are you doing today, my friend? And he was like, today, me and Lindsay launched a Kickstarter for a coffee shop we're starting in Canton. And I was like, oh my gosh. He's like a specialty coffee shop, all this stuff. I was like, that's incredible. And he's telling me about it, and he's like, walkie-talkie coffee. And I was just like, John. It's so funny because whenever I'm at, like, I bring a friend to walkie-talkie and he's there, I tell this story. So, and it's probably not even that great of a story, but he's just like, all right, he's going to tell the story. Anyway. So I was like, dude, I was just thinking about the name. And I told him everything I just said. So he's like, wow, that's crazy. And then we're like finished up. And then not too long after that, someone else was like, did you guys know that it's National Grilled Cheese Day? And I was just like, no! What? And it was just like a spiritual moment.
Spiritual awakening.
And I haven't had a grilled cheese since, but I went back. I supported that Kickstarter. Now, Walkie Talkie is a staple of Canton. Yeah. I would say John King and Lindsay King are even more of a staple of Canton. I love that place. Dude. It's great. And we had that little day on the launch of their Kickstarter that was National Grilled Cheese Day.
And you had a grilled cheese?
And I had a grilled cheese and Walkie Talkie, and I supported the Kickstarter, and they're doing great. And now it's National IPA Day a couple years later, and we're sitting here serendipitously drinking IPAs. Well, right now it's bourbon.
Yeah, right now it's bourbon. We're starting, but
I'm so sorry. I'm already rambling.
Dude, it's great. Well, we finished up that Four Roses, so you ready to break on through to the other side?
Yeah, what do we got, Adam? Tell me about it.
So today we got that Lake Erie Monster Imperial India Pale Ale.
Which August 6th, National... What'd you call it? Wait, this is an Imperial India, so it's a double IPA.
No. That's what the double IPA is. Dude, I've always thought that double IPA was just that it was like...
It's like double the fun!
I was like, it's just double strong, I guess.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that...
Hold on, I gotta make a phone call.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Wait, we do have that text. That guy just texted me back. Let's see here. He says, damn, I was about to feel so bad, LOL, but listen, I was going up to Youngstown tomorrow and was seeing if you had any more of that shit you gave us. And if so, how much for that amount? I need my brother to have a good time tomorrow, LOL.
So what we've done is we've got ourselves in the midst of a drug deal.
Oh, shit.
So now this guy has your number, and he wants drugs from you. And you lied to him. I can't believe you did that, Adam.
It's like, this is the funny stuff all over again. Why do I listen to you? Just block. I'm just going to block the number.
Block the number.
Cut my losses.
I can't believe you did that to me.
Well... Let's get into these
So we got
ideas.
a double IPA, which is otherwise known as an Imperial
IPA.
India. There's two I's.
Yeah, okay. Now I understand. I never said that I was a beer expert. All I said that was I'm thirsty on Thursdays. And sometimes
That's why
on
we're doing
days.
this on a Friday.
Oh yeah, you gotta do the sound.
Well, you do this.
Okay, alright.
What's happening?
I'll do the sound.
Alright, I'll just do it back here. Did you ever listen to Switchfoot?
Yeah.
They had that song, The Sound.
The sound. Yeah.
This is The Sound! Ultimate Christian bullshit.
Oh, I think I nailed that pour. That's the thing with like trying to like...
Never said I was a beer expert.
Look at that nice little pour there. That's pretty good.
It's a nice little hop to it.
So Great Lakes.
Great Lakes is like solid.
They are. Like every beer that...
I've never had a beer from them that's like my favorite beer. But I've never had I might have had it's not like the best brewer in the world, but they're solid.
Yeah. Like you can go in with confidence on anything you make.
You're like, for the most part, if I get something, it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah. You're like...
It's not going to be my favorite. Although I do like their Christmas ale.
Their Christmas ale? Do you want to tell that story?
Let me try to.
We got a lot of fun.
Let me try to make this quick.
Yeah.
I feel like you've talked about me like a lot.
Oh yeah, there's only one episode where I haven't mentioned Ethan in Thirsty Thursday.
Not only this, but the podcast, like everything you do, you talk. But I've never like been on anything.
It's by design. We're starting it up again soon. We're gonna be actually like in a building.
That's like every podcast started by three white men.
It's true.
They're like, we're starting up again soon.
Well, we were doing strong, and then COVID hit. And
we were at a bar, our favorite bar, Jose's
Landing,
in North Canton. Is it technically Canton or North Canton?
I think Canton. Yeah, like Jackson.
Jose's Landing, and I'm gonna make this quick. We go up. Adam's like, I want the Christmas ale from Great Lakes. And normally, traditionally, when that is served at a bar, they put a sugar cinnamon rim on it.
It's delicious.
And he's like, "You got that Great Lakes?" And the guy was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "We're both gonna get one." And then I was like, "You got the cinnamon sugar rim?" And the guy was like, "No, we're out of that." And I was like, "That's fine." And then Adam was just like, he was like having this moment of like, "Well, I don't know what the hell to do now." And me and the bartender just looked at each other like, "What? Like, what? Like, is this it? This is the deciding factor?"
It was a deciding factor.
Cinnamon sugar sweetness to your...
Oh, dude.
And it was just me and the bartender, who I did not know. We just gave him a lot of shit, and it was great.
They had a moment, and
It was beautiful.
I still got it, but
this is a really solid IPA. Not too high. This would be good for someone that like doesn't like IPAs a lot, because it kind of got a sweetness to it.
Yeah.
It's not like intense. I think the imperial part helps.
Yeah.
Double IPA.
Learning new things every day. But I thought this was kind of a cool tie-in because, well, one, you got me into the Four Roses, and then two, you also kind of got me into the IPA world. So
that's what I'm here for. I'm here to get people into beer.
I credit.
Hey. I'm here to get people to drink beer.
Honestly.
Like for example, like Devil's Backbone Brewing Company.
Oh.
Past couple. Not Devil's Backbone though.
Yeah, I called around. I tried to find it. It's very hard to find, but when you can, grab it. But yeah, the past couple of weeks, me and Ethan have been working on a video that we just put out on my channel, and we did like a shortened version for the application. But do you want to tell them a little bit about what it's all about?
The video is an application for the chief hiking officer position for Devil's Backbone Brewery in Virginia, which is right along the Appalachian Trail. And basically, they're hiring someone to basically be an ambassador for their company to through hike, which means to do an entire trail in less than a year, the Appalachian Trail, and represent their company along the way. Mm-hmm. So I did the Appalachian Trail in 2017, which I'm sure we can discuss to some level. And I also love beer, and I love Devil's Backbone. Had a great time there when I was on the trail in 2017. So I applied to do that. And now we're doing this Thirsty Thursday. We were like, we'll talk about it. We don't have to.
Yeah.
We're going to probably... It's probably not going to do much. I don't think they're going to be like, we're going to watch this guy's Thirsty Thursday show.
Where they're drinking somebody else's beer.
So, I applied last week. It's very unlikely that I would get it. My pocket just buzzed. Can I look at it just to see if it's an email?
Dude, if it was, that'd be amazing.
I would
history.
Cry on camera. Nope.
Oh.
Hey. I applied a week, so there's like a thing. So anyway, you're supposed to submit a 1-minute video. The thing about this is I'm not like this extreme expert on beer. Like, I love craft beer. I can talk about craft beer, like, somewhat intelligently. But I'm not like,
Yeah.
But what I do know is, like, I've hiked the whole trail. I know what that's like. We can talk about it. I love beer. And, like, most of the people that sent me this were like, hey, you would be, specifically really good at this.
Yeah.
Because you're very personable. People like to follow you and whatever. Jesse the other day told me that I was enchanting.
Ooh.
Can you put some little... how good are you at... He was like... It's like, Ethan, I gotta just tell you, you're enchanting. And it was very nice. I was like, man, Jesse, that was really... Like, no one's ever told me
that was a good comment.
I've always wanted a woman to tell me that.
But Jesse did.
But Jesse's the only one that's told me that.
Well, I mean...
But I'm single, ladies. All you single Thirsty Thursday Adam Robb YouTube channel subscribers.
Yeah. I mean, there's somebody out there.
So anyway, I applied. I feel really like... so many people are going to want to do that. Mm-hmm. So many people have applied, and so the chances are very unlikely. However, it got me really thinking about, regardless of if I get that or not, like, well, maybe I should just make something like that happen. What other brewery... Or need someone. You know
That's
what I mean?
true.
Like, I'm currently...
You have Dogfish Head? Was that... They're on the Appalachian Trail.
No. We took a 3-hour road trip to Delaware.
I knew you went there.
We hit Duncannon, Pennsylvania, which was close to where Slim Shady's dad lived. Not the real Slim Shady. Please sit down.
Hey!
Slim Shady actually also applied for this position. And if I don't get it, he's my number one choice.
Dude.
But anyway, he had a car, so we took a road trip to Delaware, went to Dogfish Head Brewing. It was awesome.
Yeah.
We slept on the beach. It was great.
Dang.
You know what makes me sad?
What?
Is I would love to just talk all the time for like a living.
Dude.
But I can't.
If you don't go on the Appalachian Trail, we can make it happen. Me and Carson are actually looking into it. We got a couple buildings we got to look at near Shuffle by 77.
I mean, maybe, but the problem is, like, there's so much that no one, like, all right, here's all I'll tell you. Like, I've wanted to start a podcast for a long time.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. One, there's so many podcasts.
Yeah.
It's almost become like a trope. Like, in my opinion, nowadays, if some dude, like, one of us maybe, no offense to anyone.
Total discography?
Yeah. If you just like, I'm going to start a podcast, it's like the equivalent of like a kid being like, I'm going to start my own newspaper. Like, it's just happening all the time. And then also, people that are like celebrities or people that I like a lot are starting podcasts. And I'm just like, I'm probably not going to listen. So what I think is, why would anyone want to listen to me? Yeah. Because I'm not even listening to people that I like.
Well, the thing
is, I have friends that have podcasts that I would love to listen to, that I haven't.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, I'm
not trying to discourage anyone.
Something that I heard.
Hey, if your dream is to start a podcast and be Dax Shepard and marry Kristen Bell, it's probably not going to happen. Because, let it go. So, like, when I did the Appalachian Trail in 2017, like, there is legitimately not a day that goes by in my life that I don't think about it, that I don't miss it, that I don't, you know what I mean? Like, it's my favorite thing I've ever done. I hope I don't say that in 20 years.
Yeah.
But, like, currently, it's the best. But most of the time, like a couple weeks ago, I was at my brother and sister-in-law's house, and they had these friends over for dinner, and this guy was just like, all right. You could tell, like, he'd been waiting to ask, like, all night.
Yeah.
And then finally he was like, hey. And he just started asking me questions about the trail. And it's this weird thing, because on the one hand, I love talking about the trail. Like, if you get me going, like, I'll just go on and on and on. There's also this other version where I just have to answer like, what was the craziest thing that happened? Did you take a gun?
Did you see bears?
Did you see bears? Did you see snakes? What did you eat? Like, that stuff.
Yeah.
And I want to be the guy that's like, yes, I will answer every time because I love it so much. And sometimes I am that guy. But sometimes I'm just like, in some ways, it's like almost too painful to talk about. Because I'm just like, you don't get it. I don't. Which is fine. I don't get your life. But, like, I just, like, I don't want to just do this. It's like you have to be, it's kind of like being on. Yeah. But, like, for this deeply personal, transformational experience that changes you in a way that, well, you just have to accept, like, oh, I'm going to be this way forever in this culture that doesn't get it. Yeah. And I'm not, whenever I say that, it sounds like I'm feeling sorry for myself. And maybe I am. But it's just the way I feel. Like, I'm just like, I could talk to you all day about it. But, when I talk to, like, there's certain people I know from the trail where I can just call them and be like, hey. And we can just talk about it because they get it. Just like anyone. Like, yeah.
It's kind of like for me, like, when I lived in California and worked on Skid Row, like, working in, like, that crazy environment. Like, when I came back, like, I mean, when I lived in Arizona with my aunt, like, I think I was pretty depressed because, like, I was kind of secluded from a lot of things, and then even when I came back to Ohio, like, it was hard to, like, reconnect with people, and there were certain people that I could call up, but it was probably even fewer than what you had, through the trail. Yeah. But, like, it's hard to explain those kind of situations.
Dude, and, like, that's the thing. Like, anyone that has a shared experience that's special, that is finite, like, that is going to end. So, I was getting towards the end of the trail, and I had a trail family, sometimes called a tramley. And this couple, Scotty and Laura, a.k.a. Creature and Landlady, two of my best friends from the trail, like, that I did almost the whole trail with. So you get to the end of the trail, dude, I'm sorry.
Get a little emotional. It's all right.
You get to the end of the trail, and it's this, I've never experienced anything like it, because I was so ready to be done. Like, I was just, like, tired. Like, people don't understand how, like, mentally and physically exhausting it is, but it really is. And I was like, we were in Maine, the 14th state, and I was just like, the last state, and I was just like, I'm done. Like, I want to be done. And so my friend Rob was going to come out and pick me up, and we had a date and all this stuff, and I was like So I was basically like, all right, I'm going to be done at this time. And they were like, well, we're not necessarily going to be done at that time. And I was just like, well, I'm going to, you know. And I just had this moment like, sorry. You know, like, it was basically just sorry. And like, and I remember when we had like made this decision basically, like, I'm going to finish this day. They're not. And I was walking along the trail and I told them that. And I remember Scotty was like, all right, well, I guess, I think he was being like maybe passive aggressive, but he was like, I guess maybe this is the last time I'll ever see you. So I kept going, and then at some point later, I stopped on the side of the trail. I sat down, and I just started it just started dawning on me that, and this is, I'm making a very long point out of this, but like, on the trail, there's all these people that you see. Like, you'll see someone after a month, like, oh, what's up, Growler? I haven't seen you in a while. Like, it's just people kind of come and go. Like, there's no, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I was just like, this is going to be over soon. It might be over soon.
It might be over soon.
And I'll never get it back. So like, I remember I stopped on the side of the trail. And I literally like was like crying, and then like come up on the trail. So they were gonna stay in a town that night, and I was like gonna keep going, because I was like I'm gonna finish. Yeah. And I was like, all right, I'll stay with them this last night. You know, like I can't just So they stopped, and I was like, hey man, or hey guys, I'll stay with you tonight. And I was like crying, and I was like, this is all gonna be over soon. And they were like it's this moment or whatever. And then they ended up, long story short, this is the longest story of the littlest thing.
Oh, dude, it's fine.
They ended up like sticking with me, and we finished the trail together, and I've seen them a lot since, and we keep in touch, and they're wonderful friends. But the point is, it's like anything. It's like college. It's like any kind of experience where like there's this extremely close group of people doing this extremely personal, important thing together that no one else will ever really get, that will end, and it will never be the same. Yeah. No matter what. You can get back together with your trail friends, you can go to trail days, you can do whatever, but it's never going to be the same. At the end of that trail, I had this weird conflicting thing of like, I'm so ready to be done, but I also know I will miss this for the rest of my life. It was very like mentally exhausting to feel that way. And then you come back, and no one really cares, which is fine. I don't care about whatever you've done. Yeah. Not you. I care about everything you've done. Thanks, man. But, like, to use Skid Row, for example, to be just completely honest, like, that was before I knew you. Yeah. It would probably be different for me if, like, right now you're like, I'm going to do this, and you came back, I would probably be a lot more invested. But you talk about it, and I'm like, that was cool. Mm-hmm. And that was... I made a whole album about it. That's pretty much it. Like, I don't know a lot lot about it. It's this whole thing of your life that I don't know a lot about. And you know, like, a lot, like, somewhat about what I did, but most part, you don't know. Like, that's just normal. Yeah. You know what I mean? You have to accept, like, people are like, how was your trip? And you're like, oh, and then they don't care. Yeah. Or they're like, they want to know about, like, the bears. And a lot of times, people are like, it's not as impressive as people think it's going to be. You're like, yeah, like, I've got my stock answers. In a lot of ways, it is impressive, but for the most part, it's like, yeah. That was a lot. I feel like, I'm sorry.
No, that's all good, dude.
I gotta, like, take a breath.